Before we begin, Daydreamer's gonna sing you the Fantastic Four theme
I'm
song.
not singing the Fantastic Four thing.
Come on, give it to them. That they
No,
want it.
here's the theme from the trailer.
Lame.
Same disclosure that we always do for these types of videos, though. We're not movie reviewers, and we're not comic fans. We don't read them. All we have to base our understanding of these heroes off of is previous movies. Initial thoughts right after the movie. What did you think?
I thought it was good.
I was bored.
That was a bit slow in parts.
I was literally thinking in the middle of the movie about, like, I could walk out right now and my life would not be affected in any way, shape, or form. I know that's true for other movies too, but this one especially, I was very bored. And
You're right. It did kind of feel like a filler.
It also,
but I do think it was good.
It was also just so slow. Everything was just taking forever, and I was like, dude, I don't care. Let's just move on.
On its own, I do think it was good. In comparison to the other Fantastic Four movies, which will probably be the only comparison we do, we're not giving them a moment of silence because they weren't that great.
Yeah.
It was better than the rest of the ones that we saw previous to this, right? And it's actually quite, it was surprising, right? Because Disney's gone extremely woke and it's annoying. So this was a bit refreshing to see that there were some things about it that they just focused on the content of the movie. Right. And I was okay with that.
There was no wokeness that I could see, but that I really...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Our takeaways. One thing that I really liked was the family aspect of the Fantastic Four. They were all very strong in their bond.
Yeah.
The dynamics was cool.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of respect towards each other. What I'm used to seeing is Johnny and The Thing, Ben always fighting.
Bantering.
But in this case, they were very...
They were homies.
Enduring. Yeah, they were homies. And actually, they were part of, like, their moments together were some of my favorite moments of the movie. Where they were just like fist bumping and saying, yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Such a bro-y feeling.
What I did think, because I know we're going to move on to it, but just sticking on the characters, the four main characters for a bit, I did think the Thing's relationship with that woman was really forced. I don't know, what was that? He talks to her once and now he's in love with her for the rest of the movie. I get he's lonely, but damn, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
And it felt weird.
In your face. Yeah,
it felt forced in my opinion. What do you think about Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic?
I think he did well. I have my issues with Pedro Pascal as the actor, but he did play the role well.
I don't have anything to compare in terms of Reed Richards. I don't know how he's supposed to be, but I do agree. I think he was okay.
I was convinced that he was really smart and just dealing with a bunch of things in his head.
Yeah, I agree.
And he was certainly the problem solver of the group.
And then what about Shalabal? That was her name?
Yeah, the Silver Surfer lady. And I think they called it the Herald as well.
I don't, yeah, that was weird.
Anyways, she was cool. I mean, so when I first saw her in the trailers, I was like, they took the Silver Surfer and they made him a woman. Like, oh, this is going to be annoying. It was not at all.
I liked it. I think it worked for the story too. I think there were certain things that, because she was a female, I thought it was more impactful.
Agreed. When you explained that to me, I was like, oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Right. So one thing I explained to Sirius, or what we talked about, was Galactus tells the Silver Surfer at one point, "Hey, go get the baby. I need him." And then she responds, "Oh, it's just a baby." Oh, something about like that motherly thing. I was like, whoa, she really probably cares about this. You know?
Yeah, like there's no other alternative. You really have to go for the baby.
Right. And so like if it was a male Silver Surfer, I wouldn't buy it as much.
And it hits even harder when they actually explain her story later on in the movie, right? As to why she became who she became.
Yeah.
For Galactus.
Yeah.
Now here's my first gripe. Galactus was not as big as we wanted him to be.
Okay, here's where we disagree, because Satira's saying he wanted him to be bigger. I'm saying I expected him to be bigger, but once I saw him, I was just like, oh, I thought he was bigger, but that was it. I didn't want him to be bigger.
I did some research on it. Okay. And what is it? New York City skylines are average about 1,200 feet. 1,250. Oh my gosh, 1,250 feet tall.
How many dishwashers is that?
I don't know.
I just
look it up later?
No, I just think it's funny because sometimes
a lot.
They measure it in different things. Okay, sorry, bad joke. Go ahead.
That's hilarious. Anyways, he was towering over a lot of these skyscrapers, so he was at least 1,000 feet tall. And when I heard about that, I was like, okay, that's pretty tall. And then I looked up what is Galactus's official height. Turns out he's only 28 feet 9 inches tall. Whoa. Officially. Yeah, I think that's his normal form. His larger form, I think, is larger than a planet, that being the Earth in this case.
That's what I've seen.
But it's rare that he's ever that big.
Interesting. Okay.
Anyways, the next item is Mom Power. In the final battle against Galactus, we see Mom Power through Sue Storm. She pretty much single-handedly takes on Galactus. While everybody else around her is just trying to get the baby and like help out a little bit. She used her force field. Is that what it is? Her force field abilities?
Her invisible
essentially-
forceness.
Her invisible forceness
I don't know, dude.
to push Galactus at least 2 blocks to that transportation device, dude.
Right.
To the portal.
That was
I
pretty
thought
cool.
that was freaking sick.
Yeah.
For her to do that on her own.
Okay. All right. So that's what we thought about the characters. Now, what did you think about the whole story?
I thought it was pretty standard, honestly.
I thought it sucked, dude. The story was
Yeah.
the whole. Why was? Sorry. So they went to space to go meet Galactus. What were they hoping to achieve?
I think they were just they were hoping to negotiate.
Is that okay? So they were hoping to negotiate.
Yeah, they were actually hoping to talk to this guy. Like, any chance you can skip Earth and go to the next planet? Please?
I don't. Reed Richards, smartest guy ever. You're telling me his plan was to go talk.
That was
to
his
him?
best plan.
All right,
Yeah.
whatever. But then the whole baby thing. Okay, well, actually, okay. Here's what I did like. When they come back to Earth and the question of he wanted my baby. First of all, again, Reed Richards telling the world they wanted my baby. I don't think he needed to tell him that. What the heck? Can you be smarter? But I thought that was dumb. But the question of the entire world wants you to give up your baby. I thought that was interesting. I thought that concept was cool. I liked it.
They didn't plan it much, but yeah, it was an interesting concept.
But so here's where I say it's boring. Because I know they're not going to give him the kid. They never do, right? And I'm just like, can we just get one movie where they do sacrifice a child? Please?
This is a story that's already been predetermined, right? Based off a story that everybody knows that just isn't the case.
Then
So
write
now
it
you
better.
Sure, I guess you could write it better, but they're also just matching what already exists storyline wise. But killing the kid would completely alter the story or the timeline
Okay,
of
then
what we already know to exist.
but then don't make me stand there for 10, 15 minutes while you're contemplating what to do and like, oh my God, this is so horrible. I'm just like, dude, can you move on? We're not going to give him the kid. All right, let's just move on. And they use him as bait to get, can they just get to that, please? I don't know. It's just, it bugs me, dude. Cause we know they're not going to give the kid. So just, can we move on is my thought.
Yeah.
And then my last gripe with the story is at the very end. I am so tired of the final battle having somebody who gave it their all and now they've kind of fainted and like they're dead and everybody's standing around and we're just there in the theater like idiots eating our little popcorn waiting for them to get back up because we know they're not gonna die. That also pisses me off. Can we
She technically did die.
No, she didn't. She got back up like immediately, dude. But
Franklin healed her, and that was the debut of his.
There was better ways to debut his abilities. We don't have to sit there knowing she's gonna get back up, and we're just wondering when. That pisses me off, dude.
That's classic Marvel storytelling, superhero storytelling.
No, it's not even just Marvel. It's a bunch of different movies do it where they're just like, oh my God. It's just like, dude, can we just get up, either kill her or move the story along, dude? Anyways, that's fine. Those are my guys with the story.
Yeah, I would say move the story along. Killing her obviously just doesn't play into the broader story that we know that exists, right? That would be interesting though if they completely switched that up. Anywho's, to close this out, the discussion of Fantastic Four, what was your overall rating of the movie?
I cheated between a 4 and a 5. I don't know, because I just had my little rant on the ending thing, so it makes me want to make it a 4. But I think if I have a cool head, I'll give it a 5. I think I give it a 5.
What did you give the other Fantastic Fours, out of curiosity? Sub 5?
Oh man, no, I can't give them a score. I haven't watched them in a while, but this one I give a 5. It's average.
I think I give this a 5 as well. Yesterday I gave it a 6, but the more I talk about it and think about it, it was certainly a 5.